Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am just kind of doing a good old-fashioned makeup playtime. I haven't done one of these. It feels like in so long, but I have certain products, some of them new, some of them just new to me. Some of them are like old favorites. I just feel like playing. I saw a couple of looks that I was inspired by, and I want to do something super ethereal. So I want just like my skin to look like my skin. I want my eyes to be like kind of blown out and maybe not too like sharp or graphic. And I want the lips to just be like dewy. So I'm actually really excited. A couple of these, like I said, are brand new products. We are going to jump right in today. The first thing that I want to start with, by the way, how are you? How are you? And yes, by the way, I got a haircut. I'm still very much getting used to it. My hair was like good 5-6 inches longer. I knew we needed to take some off, but I didn't realize, if I have to be honest, that it was going to be that much. So it's still a little shocking, but I am going to be starting with a new face product. But before that, I do want to prime. I'm going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish. I feel like I don't talk about this enough, but this is one of the primers that I still use often, and I have used this for a long time. And if you are interested, they actually just launched on Amazon, so they're selling on Amazon right now. And I don't know about you, but I kind of love it when beauty brands step up and they're on Amazon like professionally, so that you know it's not like a fake product or something, but also like that kind of instant gratification that you get it in like a day. I freaking love it. But this is just to smooth everything out, because what I'm going to be using, I am so excited. I got the Sigma Skin Tint. So I'm so thankful they sent this to me. They sent me 2 shades, and I have not yet looked at these, okay? But I'm almost worried just from the names that they're going to be too deep, but we're going to try it. So we have medium beige tint and medium gold tint. So I think that I actually want to try the medium beige tint first. Like you can see on the tops that the beige tint, correct, yeah, is a little bit deeper. And remember what happened with my Urban Decay video last time, where like I was like, oh, this is going to be so deep, this is going to be way too deep, and then it just wasn't. How do you get these boxes open without ripping them? Well, the answer is you don't. So they suggest obviously to shake bottle before use and apply on the center of the face with the foundation brush of your choice and blend outward. I have been so curious to try this because you guys know I am a skin tint lover. What I am hoping this does, because this is what I hope that any skin tint, I just like word vomit. I was like skin tint. But what I hope that any skin tint does is just kind of evens out my skin texture. A little glow is always nice for me. So should I put this directly on my face? I don't usually do that, but let's try it, see the color. That might be too deep, but let's see. Oh, this is definitely too deep for me. This is definitely a little, well, it's a little deep. It's not extreme, but it definitely is a little deep. I'm going to use a little bit more. So probably the other shade will be good for me, but maybe these two mixed also won't be bad. This is definitely a little deeper than my skin tone though, but it still is really pretty. All right, I just have this on one side of my face for now so you can see the difference. First of all, you can definitely see probably a little bit of a color difference, but I don't think it's too extreme. But I think it did exactly what I wanted it to, right? It definitely evened things out a little bit. It covered up, you know, like a couple of dark spots, but you can definitely still see my freckles and like my chickenpox scars. I never mind that. And it does have a bit of a luminosity. I don't know that I would call this necessarily like a dewy or luminous foundation, but it does give the skin like at least a little bit of a glow. It's definitely not matte. So let's apply this to the other side. By the way, there is no scent to this, and it feels really nice on the skin. Like it feels like I'm applying a lotion or like a hydrating primer. It does not feel like foundation. It does not smell like foundation. It looks just perfect, actually. I actually really like the way that looks. I did not use too much. So again, the shade that I used is medium beige tint. Let me see what medium golden tint would look like. Of course, I just ripped the box again. Just putting this kind of on the back of my hand. Yeah, this is going to be more my tone. It's hard to tell, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just mix that in. This is definitely going to be more my tone. And I'll put a drop on the other side just to keep it even. But this is like, I don't know if you can tell, but that is more my skin tone. I feel like you can't tell that I'm wearing anything. Like genuinely can't tell that I'm wearing anything. And it feels so good and hydrating. And like I said, it just feels like skincare. I am super happy with that. Okay, that's really pretty. So I want to go in and do blush next. I feel like I don't want bronzer right now. I don't know why, but I've been loving taking a more liquid blush and putting it kind of way up high, like almost in the C around my eyes, and bringing it down from there. So I have been re-loving something. This is such an old product. It is by Glossier. It is their Cloud Paint in Beam, and it is the prettiest like peach. Also, like this goes such a long way. So start small and then you can always layer, but I love the way this looks. It's such a pretty pink, and I feel like no one talks about these anymore. They were the OG liquid blushes for me. I don't know about you guys, but I love this blush placement. I feel like it looks just like ethereal and lovely, and it's like dewy and just, oh, it's just so pretty. And to be honest, like it builds up so well and so easily that I usually wind up building it up quite a bit. I love that. Gosh, I always forget how much I freaking love this. Let's back it up. I'm going to do concealer with my Sigma Color Correcting Duo. This has very few uses left in it at this point. I am very shortly going to need to go into my backup. I am so thankful I have a backup. This is probably the #1 Sigma product I recommend. I love Sigma, obviously. Like I'm just using their skin tint, but like as far as #1 hero product, it goes absolutely to this concealer. I am going to powder just a little bit. I'm using the dregs of this like Kosas powder, and the lid broke off a long time ago. So I just kind of keep it placed on top when it's in my drawer, but for the most part, I just use it without the lid. I wonder if you can tell, like I can definitely tell that this shade is this much too deep for me, but it still works. It still works. All right, I am so excited because I'm going to use a palette that is an older palette, but I've never used it before. I received it in PR and I am so excited to use it. This is the Kaleidos Futurism 5 Electro Turquoise palette. Look at this. Look at this color story. And trust me, I really want to dig into like that orange real bad, but I'm going to stick with these blues, and I want this to be real ethereal and sparkly today. I'm going to use like the tiniest bit of these mattes, but for the most part, I want all sparkle. So I'm first going into Force Field, which is a matte. It's like a matte turquoise, but I'm tapping off most of it. I just kind of want to lay this down gently in the crease because again, like I want sparkle to take over this look. It's so funny to me that I already knew I wanted this to be like blown out and sparkly and not very like sharp or precise or geometric or anything like that. But I still have liquid liners next to me because like I am physically incapable of doing a look without them. And I'm going to see, I'm going to try to do a look without liquid liner today. We're going to see if it's going to happen. Why is this color so pretty? I am making this like very blown out. Like you can see, I'm using very big brush motions. I'm even going to take it all the way out here and just, again, just really like blowing it out. Even going to take that under the eye, kind of lower than I normally would. I'm just trying something new today. Like I usually don't bring eyeshadow too low under my eyes, but like I just want this to be, again, like fantasy. I want this to be a fantasy. So with this sparkle, Tron is obviously the one I want to use. It's so beautiful. I'm curious if I should use glitter glue and make that sparkle really beautiful, or if I should just spray my brush and have it go on a little more smoothly. I'm leaning towards spraying my brush. I'm using my Fantasy Cosmetica E06 brush, and I'm going to first put some of Tron on this brush. Oh my God, it looks so pretty. And I'm spraying it with my Nomad Spritz because again, I just want this sparkle to stand out, but I don't necessarily want it to look like chunky glitter. So I'm just kind of brushing this on. Usually I would pack it, but I want this to be a little more just like, I don't know, maybe I want to be a freaking fairy today. This color is beautiful though. It goes from blue to turquoise. Oh my God, that's lovely. I don't like that I got some fallout right there, but that wiped away real quickly. Oh my God, I want to keep taking the sparkle up a little bit. I want it to go past my crease even. This is the kind of vibe I wanted. I actually just wanted like sparkly goodness. Like oh my God, I'm so happy with this. Okay, good. I feel like I have a tendency to just want to pack every color on, and I don't really like play around as much as I should, like with textures and, you know, the different ways an eyeshadow can look. And this is exactly how I wanted it to look. And I'm so happy It's coming out the way I wanted. Oh, so what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go into Shockwave with that same brush. I'm not going to spray it any extra. I'm taking a tiny bit, and oof, that I could feel the fallout. So I'm just going to pack this part onto the inner corner just for like an extra little tiny pop. That's actually really nice. I don't know if you can tell, but it adds like a green hint to it. Oh, I like that. Now, because of my application method, there is a little bit of glitter fallout from this, but I kind of don't mind that. And am I going to stop there with the eyeshadow? Usually I would use like 10 more colors, but I kind of like that. So I am going to also take the Kaleidos liner. This is in Sea Sparkle. This is just a very pretty blue. And I'm going to run that here. I don't know if I'm also going to run it on my top lash line. I just seriously love how sparkly this all looks so much. Oh my God, can I do this without liquid liner? You know what, I want to try. I'm going to add mascara and a good amount. I'm actually going to try a new mascara. So let's see how this looks. This is by Finding Ferdinand, and this is the Lash Lift Mascara. I just got this in, and I just have really loved that brand. Everything that I've tried. The lip glosses, amazing. The blushes, I can't even talk about them without getting all misty-eyed. They're so good. They make these beautiful cream blushes, and I think they're sold out of most right now. But if they come back in stock ever, I'm going to let you guys know. Like, make sure you're following me on Instagram, because I always try to let people know that is one of my favorite products of all time. Like, I love their blushes so much. But I'm going to curl my lashes, and I believe that this is a tubing mascara. Yes, this is a tubing mascara, so they say it creates long, full lashes with an instant lift that lasts all day. It's enriched with biotin. That's really nice. So you just remove this with just some water, warm water. And it does have a plastic brush. Plastic brushes are usually not my favorite. I usually prefer like a hair brush, but let's see. Are you guys able to see the lift on this? That's crazy, because like my lashes weren't even curled that hard. Wow. So this definitely gives length, like extreme length. I don't know that I'd say it's volumizing, but the length is crazy. Wow. Ooh, I really like the length on this. Like, it almost looks like I'm wearing fake lashes. Oh my God, I feel like with this blue and these super long lashes, I'm like giving Twiggy. So far, so good. I really like that. Okay, so I am going to do a fun highlight. I feel like I've been sticking to very, very neutral highlights lately, and I don't feel like it today. So I am going in with the Unearthly Cosmetics. This shade is I'm Sprung. It came out with their Spring Magic collection, and I hope you can see it has like a bit of kind of like a blue-green shift to it, more green than blue. I'm going to take a very little bit on my brush and buff this in. It's giving such a pretty glow, but I feel like maybe... Yeah, okay, so this is much better applied with a finger than a brush. I feel like with the brush it was going on. Oh my God, it was going on so like dry, but with the finger, it's going on perfectly. Look at that, that's very intense. A little too far down. I'm gonna blend my blush out with that just a little bit. But wow, that's an intense green highlight. I haven't done a colorful highlight in so long. What's also nice about these is that like such a little bit goes a long way. Like this tube will literally last me forever. Oh my God, I forgot how great one of these kinds of highlights can be. I'm going back in with my blush brush, just with what's left on the brush, just to kind of blend that out a little bit. So it's not like, there we go. So it's not an intense line, and it's more of a highlight. I love that. Okay, and finally, I am going to try another new to me product. So this is also from Finding Ferdinand. It's something that they had come out with. This is something that they're famous for, and it's a product that I haven't yet tried by them. So it is a lip balm, but it is black. And no, it does not come out black on your lips. It's supposed to be just like a beautiful, I think like you ate like a popsicle. That's what I'm expecting. It smells so freaking good. So they have several different scents, and this one is mixed berries. I'm very excited. I'm going to do something that I hope doesn't ruin the look. I'm going to line my lips just a little bit with a lip liner close to my skin tone. This is Melt in Bear. So I think you can barely see that, but let's go in with this lip balm. This is not going to be an intense color, I don't think, but let's see. Spoiler, this feels so good. I could apply this for the next 10 to 12 years. I love that color. So I was expecting more of like a cherry kind of color. This is like a deeper, almost purpley color. It is so pretty though, right? And it feels really good. I feel like this would look good on a lot of skin tones too. Oh, that feels so good. And it's a nice color. It's like, oh my God, it feels so heavenly. Sorry, I feel like I'm all over the place, but I really enjoy that. I was expecting for that to maybe feel nice, maybe give a little bit of a tint. And it does feel nice, and it did give a little bit of a tint, but I love it. I do think I personally made a good choice for myself with using a little bit of a lip liner because it gives it a little more shape and a little more definition than I feel like the balm would on its own. But this is gorgeous. So with my new haircut, she gave me like these little side pieces that when I tuck the rest behind my ear, it's almost like mullety in a way, like a shag mullet. So I figure maybe that'll like kind of up the Pixie vibes a little bit, like feeling like I am a pixie in this look. So that's it. This is everything. Like most of this was new to me. Guys, I love this look. First of all, okay, let's start with, the Photo Finish Primer. I already knew that I loved this. I've used this for literal years, so I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with the skin tint, and I thought that shade was going to be too deep, but to be honest, it was like a scotch deeper than my natural skin tone, so I don't even think you can tell. I love this eye look, and it did exactly what I wanted it to. It's kind of monochromatic. I used three. I used 3 colors out of how many are in here? 6? Yeah, there's 6 colors. I used 3. This is gorgeous, and it's on super sale. This is only like less than 20 bucks right now. So if you've been eyeing it, I would highly suggest like grabbing it. I love that. The mascara, I really like this. It gave like length. It really gave length. So if length is something you want, like I feel like my eyelashes are almost like touching my eyelid. That's how long they are. I love this highlighter. I've already used this before, but it's been so long. The lip balm is so good. It is so beautiful. It feels good. I feel like it looks really good with this look too. Like, I don't know. What do you think? I'm really happy with this look. I kind of feel like, is it like giving goth punk Cinderella? Is that what it's, maybe the vibes? But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I have codes for a bunch of this stuff. I have discounts and things like that. Everything's going to be in the description box down below. If you choose to shop through any of those links or use any of those codes, please know it just means the world to me, and it is such a lovely way of supporting my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below. I need you all to comment and let me know if there's any of the stuff you've been curious about trying. This is the thing I was most curious about trying, and I'm super happy with it. But I think this black lip balm is like the thing I'm most excited about right at this moment, probably because my lips smell like mixed berries. But that's it. If you liked this video, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That helps out my channel so much. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you're a super freaking rock star, okay? I'm going to tell you that. I'm looking at you, Susan. You're a super freaking rock star, and I love you so much with my whole heart. I will see you in the next video. Bye.